Right, so apologies if the continuity in this part of the video is not great, but I've actually misplaced one of the videos when I was doing the editing, so I just want to quickly go through. We've finished using the cloning stamp. We have basically cleaned it up to a point where we have this natural looking model who's looking natural and nice. But what we're going to do is teach you a couple of extra skills here. We're going to put some virtual makeup on, recolor the eyes, and do a few other bits and pieces. Very quickly, I just want to take you through the brush tool. So the brush tool's over here. You can't see much at the moment. If I use the curly brackets left and right, I can make my brush bigger and smaller. I can also soften up the brush if I want to have soft edges. I'm not too worried about that by going up to the brush menu and pressing soft brush. As you can see there, rather than having a hard edge, I've got a much softer edge. Now, when we're working with color, we have to use these layers. So I'm just going to click down here and create a fresh layer, and I'm going to call this one here the lips, and just click off it. So we know that one's active. You can see I can make one active. I'm working on the lips layer. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this just yet. I'm just going to, and it's going to look pretty weird to start with, but I'm just going to fill this in. Now you can also come back later on and erase some of this if it's not quite how you want it. No big deal there. The good thing about Photoshop and working with layers is we can always come back and clean it up a little bit. So I'm just going to go like that, and you can see there it looks pretty weird. There's a couple of things I could do, and I'll just stay zoomed in actually so you can see it. I can come down here on the layer and change the opacity of the entire layer to blend in, which looks okay. It does start to pick up some of the details. What we try and do though is, rather than use the opacities, use these blending modes. So if we have a look here, what blending modes do is they take the top layer and actually blend it with the bottom layer. So we can try a bunch of different things down here. I think soft light is usually one of the better ones to use for this, and you can see there already that's made a bit of a difference in bringing that background layer forwards. Fairly simple, fairly self-explanatory. We could, if we wanted to, get a little bit technical with this, and if I might say, if this is a little too harsh as well, we could possibly come in here and just adjust so we make it from being that sort of color and just put a pop of color on there. So you can see we can start getting some fairly realistic makeup. Okay, so now in a spot, if you have a look here, I'll just take it back. So I've just been playing with it, and to be honest, this is not something that happens real quick. I've been experimenting probably about 3 or 4 minutes now. So now when I put this back to soft light, you can see it's not too bad. It's fairly subtle. There's a bit of lip liner in there. It's looking pretty good, but it's still pretty full-on kind of makeup. So even with those blending modes on, and I'll just show you this with the blending mode off, we can also change the opacity or the see-throughness of a layer. Okay, so you can see there, it's not the same as the blending mode. You can see we're using blending modes, it picks up a lot more of the detail, but by using a combination of those two things, we can get something that's probably a little more subtle than the full-on blend mode there. So you can see there, we're starting to get some pretty, it's probably still a little bit bold there. The other thing we can do, again, if it's way too bright, we can make an adjustment to the lips that are just sitting on that layer as well by going to image mode, adjustments, and hue and saturation. So this is a fun one you guys might want to play with. I'm going to play with this more a little bit later, but we can desaturate that, so take some of the vibrance out of that, or we can resaturate it at 100% saturation. So we can also play with that. So the amount of stuff that you can actually mess around with, and hue's a fun one because you can actually just change the whole color of that layer if you wanted to. I'm not going over that now. But there you have it. So looking at that now, the lipstick there is looking pretty realistic. What I'm going to ask you to do is to create some new layers now. So this one here is going to be called, I'll just double click there, eyes. What I want you to do is do the exact same thing with this time. What I want you to do is to grab some really bright blue colours, and I like towards the greens. Always looks really good. And do the exact same thing, but this time working over the top of the eyes to change the eyes colours. So using blending modes in a separate layer. Have a go at that and see how you're going.